Hi, today's video is about maturity according to the number of dasha and dasha. This is something little bit different. Uh, so there might be a 22 years old boy who is going through his fourth dasha because the child was born in sun dasha, then moon dasha, after that Mars dasha, and then fourth is Rahu dasha. The boy is going through. He is only 22 years old. Okay, so he might be born in a nakshatra which is ruled by sun and pada 4. So for very less time that child is having sun dasha. So sun dasha, moon dasha, Mars dasha, and then Rahu dasha. The first dasha, whatever the first dasha, that is childhood. When you are a small child, you don't understand anything. Second dasha, when you are learning very fast, like a teenager kid, you are learning very fast, going to school, going to dance class, going to music class, all these things. Okay, and then third is you are matured now, you are very keen to have job and all, or you are doing some course in job for doing your job. And then fourth dasha, you already entered your job, married life kind of course. Now, what happens? What happens if another boy is born in Rahu dasha? When the child is born, the moon was in first pada of Rahu. Any of the Rahu nakshatra, first pada of Rahu nakshatra, might be Adra, might be Swati, or might be Satavisha, any of the Rahu nakshatra, first pada, the moon was traveling when the child was born. Then what happens? The child will take a long time to go through all pada of all pada of the moon, traveling through first, second, third and fourth pada of that Rahu nakshatra. But when the moon just entered the first phase of first pada, okay, the child is born. So the child will have prolonged Rahu dasha. Okay, and then that this child is also 22 years old, but going through Jupiter dasha, which is the second dasha of the child. So two boys are there, one at the age of 22 going through fourth dasha, who is born in sun dasha, then moon dasha, then Mars, and then Rahu. Another child is born in Rahu dasha, and at the same time, at the age of 22, the child is going through Rahu, then Jupiter. Rahu dasha ended and going through Jupiter dasha. Okay, there will be a huge difference in between the maturity of those two 22 years kids, because the child who had like 18 years or like whatever phase he was born, 15 years long, the first dasha is 15 years long, Rahu dasha, and after that only the Jupiter dasha started. The Rahu dasha, the whole Rahu dasha, this person is very childish, because that is a crawling baby. Now the second dasha, at the age of 22, the child is going through, the boy is going through the Jupiter dasha. Now it is the learning phase. Now consider these two boys only at the age of like 30. Age of 30, one boy is going through fourth dasha, that is Rahu dasha. Another is going through second dasha, that is Jupiter dasha. And the parents are very adamant that they want to get both the boys married. It can be different parents, it can be same parents, whatever. They are interested to get the boys married. Now none of them are interested to get married, or if they are in relationship, the person with Jupiter dasha, which is second dasha for that person, Whenever that person is in relationship, he does something very immature. He might fall in love with someone whose mentality does not match with this boy at all, and every time he get scolded or he feels very embarrassed that his choice about the girlfriend or marriage partner was wrong every time, and that was wrong due to immaturity of that boy. When for the same time another boy who is going through his fourth dasha at the age of 30, and he is also not interested to get married. Why? This is fourth dasha of his fourth dasha going on. So that person has crossed that interest of getting married, having kids and all. Now the person is quite old, person is quite mature, is not interested in relationship, marriage and all these kind of things. Isn't it very surprising? Sometimes at the age of 30 someone does very immature things which does not suit with the norms of the society, or does not suit him, like taking a job which is not suitable for that person, or changing job frequently, or getting a girl for marriage, the girl who does not suit personality of this person. At the same time another boy who is going through the fourth dasha is also not interested to get married, and in job also taking too much of responsibility, because actually that boy is in fourth dasha, so he will act very mature, will take very mature decision. He might be interested to go for tirth. Both are 30 years old, but one 30 years old boy can be very much interested to visit Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kedarnath, Kanyakumari, all these kind of things. A person can be very much interested even at the age of 22, because that person has reached a very mature old age. I think this is a new concept for many of you, not all, because this is not any new concept. All these concepts are already there, but there are some concepts which are not much like discussed, and there are some concepts which are discussed very commonly. So this is one of them. Okay, bye, have a nice time.